Ring up Graeme, Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another message like a broken record. Today is the 10th of August 2024, and I've been leaving you a message from the 10th of October 2023 after having had my brother abducted recently or presently on the 8th of August 2023. When you had whilst having previously unlawfully abducted and kidnapped from my care on the 3rd of August 2018. This is just a continuation of a pattern of behavior on your part where you are looking to strangulate and disenfranchise both me and my brother. And why can I ask why exactly can I not speak to my brother? Why are you refusing to engage with me? Why have you instructed the care home, which is now acting as a private prison for your benefit, in order to unlawfully and detain and incarcerate my brother, that you are refusing to let me speak to him even on the telephone now? So having spoken to him initially towards the end of May, on several occasions, and then having visited him on the 3rd of June 2024, you've then unilaterally decided yourselves that it's no longer in your best interest to allow me to have contact with my brother while there's this fictitious and malicious criminal investigation against myself of neglecting my brother, when the reality was that you, the local authority, were clearly financially neglecting him. It was all geared towards yourself. It is quite evident to me that you had privately commissioned the services of the judges and the judiciary in order to achieve your objectives. That case, the housing association case, was a clear fraud and a deception orchestrated by you to achieve your objectives, to kidnap my brother. This has always been about abducting my brother so that you could force care upon him. And this goes all the way back to 2018, I believe, when you realize that this is the best situation for your benefit, to institutionalize my brother. You have unlawfully taken his money after having previously recruited and commissioned the services of our nefarious evil brother Adalat, and having and so as to assist you in achieving your objectives, and then recruited our nefarious evil villainous sister Shahida, who's your council tenant, to achieve your objectives, as looking to act as my mother's next of kin and nearest relative for your benefit, to hide her, to abduct her from my care. All failure upon failure. But the reality is that your failures are masked and covered up by the fact that you can buy off the judges and the judiciary to help to get rubber stamp orders that meet your objectives and narrative, to help cover up your failure so you can perpetuate the lies and deceptions that you're committing. Now, why are you refusing to engage with me? Why are you refusing to speak to me? So you can't speak to me. And you're unwilling to speak to me. However, if there's anything that you want answered, such as this recent incident where you've instructed West Yorkshire Police to come and voluntary interview me regarding the housing association criminal damage, the only criminal damage that's occurred is you, the local authority, in collaboration with the courts and the judges and the housing association and the police, have all colluded and conspired collectively to destroy my £350 million care home, where I was charging you, the local authority, £1 million a week for the care that was providing to my relatives, which you had a duty of care to and which you were failing upon. That's the simplest version of events, isn't it? Your failures were being covered up, and yet you're looking to make me as an easy scapegoat. You've made me homeless. You made me and my brother homeless several times. You've initially tried to run me out of the city by falsely convicting me of fraud against my own relative, my own family members. Having come back, you've then colluded and conspired with your other associates and partners to have me recalled back to prison, which failed as well. And then subsequently, you've been working, colluding, conspiring with your partners to have me kicked out of the city once again, making us homeless at the height of the pandemic through your collusion and collaboration with all your associates and partners to target and victimize me, only for us to then have our mother murdered and our mother's return. And then for the 2 years subsequently, you've for the 2 years subsequently from 2022 onwards, you've just been working closely with the housing association to make us homeless once again, neglecting and being malevolent to your duty of care to my brother, and then eventually looking to kidnap him. You've worked very closely with everybody, including our nefarious, villainous, evil niece Shagufta, and villainous, evil brother Adalat, and villainous, evil sister Shaida as your recruiters. You've also worked, I understand, closely with my neighbour Mazhar at a 21 Primary Way in order to achieve your objective. So you will happily collude with members of the public in order to recruit them into your evil, villainous enterprise to target and victimize me. Why is it the fact that now we are over a year later, what have you achieved in your objectives in abducting my brother in this manner? The reality was that soon as you had come and taken him, it was a kidnapping situation, because why have you come into the house and taken his passport? You've leveraged, you've arrested me from my garden, and then entered the property unlawfully, and then raided the property and took anything and everything that you wanted. You've achieved your objectives, for your benefit, to abduct my brother and forcibly put him into a care home, and then force a care capacity assessment on him, which you were failing to achieve otherwise. And this is just a continuation of a narrative that helps make you seem in the upright position whilst you're looking to target and victimize and torture and humiliate and degrade us. This is just purely racism, a racist agenda, an Islamophobic racist agenda that you know you can't do openly, and so you're therefore being covertly racist and covertly malevolent and malicious and vindictive against me and my family. This is just purely race related, isn't it? This is a race related issue of racism and Islamophobia, and you're not providing care for anybody else. Whilst my brother is in a £350 million care home, you force and kidnap him and put him into your care home of your choosing, which you're then looking to dissipate my brother's money on. You've rigged the system completely in your own favor, so why are you not helping other people that you have a duty of care to, where it's going to cost you? It's not costing you financially anything, is it? It's financially costing me everything. It's costing me my life and liberty, and it's costing my brother his liberty too. It's all this is just geared and designed. You're making a complete mockery of the laws that you purport to be working under. You're buying off everybody with public money. This is fraud, deception, and corruption on your part. And when I'm looking to ask you questions, you're simply looking to hide behind the corporate veil in this mysticism that there's no decision maker. Who is the decision maker? Who made the decision to arrest me?
You're approaching the maximum allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. To continue recording your message, please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
Yes, I'm just looking to wrap up now. Who made the decision to have me arrested last year? Who made that decision to abduct my brother? You knew that it was entirely in your interest. You were fielding your field agent Christopher Browell to engage with me, so you could monitor me in the community, assessing the situation, so you could determine if I had reached that tipping point of care burnout, so you could then come in to rescue the situation whilst sabotaging my brother's rights to NHS services. So you were looking for that tipping point. It never came. You had also looked to orchestrate a situation by getting my brother and niece my brother Adalat to poison us, and niece to conspire to raise a false flag safeguarding alert. That all failed.
Sorry, but you've reached the maximum time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. To message sent. Goodbye.
They also attempted to get the housing association to raise a false flag, saying the fact that the gas agents had come in and seen my brother, and they were worried about him. All lies and deceptions, fraud and corruption are being orchestrated by the council and commissioning the services of anybody and everybody. So there's not a person out there that the local authority can't manipulate and control and buy off. And ultimately, they had bought me off too. It's only when they stopped paying me that this all kicked off in 2012. When they had, as a result of the 2008 crisis. So now, when they stopped paying me, because that's how they operate. They pay everybody under the table, and when they'd stopped paying me, this is where the kickoff has happened. And now all of a sudden they've plundered and profited from us and tortured and murdered my family members, because because to help cover up their own systemic failures in adult social care, which they cannot do, and which I'm charging for on a daily basis now.